builders. They had approached us last meeting about the land they bought, and they were gonna look at building 2 spec homes. These are the 2 lots and the spec homes that they have, and they meet those setbacks real easy. They have the drawing of the, where they're gonna be located on the land, and it's more than adequate. So there's actually 2 for those 2. Yep.
That was approved?
Yes.
Okay.
And the last one, Mary Korf came up and said, Dave Fisher is going to build next to you.
There's gonna be an additional fee for that?
Mary, and the question came up is when you guys built, you wanted to build at an angle.
Yep.
And so then it went through planning and zoning, and then it had to come to a second meeting variance.
Yep.
And at that point, it was determined that the lot that was next to it, which now is Dave Fisher, that home had to sit at an angle, just like yours is, to make that look, to make that corner of that pond look correct. Now, this is according to Mary.
I remember that.
So, we approved it pending trying to figure out how that is.
The thing of it is, if you look at the way my house is situated in there, there's enough green space in between my house to the corner lot where he could face his house any direction and it wouldn't work out of place.
I know that, but that was, when it was brought up back there, Mary had said, no, I'm sure it's in our meetings that,
It
in
could have
the
been.
council meetings, that lot had to turn and match yours. I said, well, I don't know.
I
No, you
remember,
remember that?
because, well, yeah, and my quote back then, and I still said, how can you force somebody down the road
Well,
to do that?
Yeah, and
You
it
know-
would be different if the houses were sitting right next to each other, but you have,
Have
several
walked
hundred
away.
feet, yeah, of green space.
So-
He could face his towards Park or towards, what is that, Ronald there, and it wouldn't work out.
He's got it, he's got it.
Yeah.
So how does he have?
Well, going forward too, once the lot sell on the other side of the pond, where are we gonna stop? We're gonna sit and tell
He's-
people
he's
it's
got
gonna
it
be at a certain
mostly
angle,
facing
certain
the
dimension,
car,
or
yeah,
something,
and it
yeah.
would open up
Here's
something.
Here's
Right.
Park Avenue.
Okay.
So he's got it
What
mostly
lot is
facing
that?
the
Is that
car.
by Schliemann? That one?
No, that's
On the
actually
other
Straight
side.
west of Toby.
Okay.
on the corner.
So anyway, it's been approved pending trying to figure out, because she had mentioned, she said, I'm sure that angle, that on your building permit, she thinks is where it is, that it says that that home has to be built to conform. Because otherwise, all the houses are supposed to be straight to a road. So for example, he's not really straight to this road, he did put it at somewhat of an angle. Mary just thought we needed to check on that. I said, well, I don't know where I'd look.
So what did you guys approve? That it has to be at an angle, or?
We approved the building of
Okay,
the house,
okay.
pending figuring out if we have to put at an angle or not. So they'll have to go back and either look under old council minutes, when did you build your home?
Yeah, it'd be easy to.
Me and Mike were all pros.
Oh, yeah, we go in the basement again.
Which way is which way is the front of his house facing?
West.
And it shouldn't matter.
Then it shouldn't matter.
Even if it was facing to the north, it shouldn't.
But it really shouldn't matter if the front's gonna face the west.
Yeah.
'Cause the back of his house is gonna
I'm
be on
just
the
saying,
north.
when your house was built, it was brought up that,
I remember
that's
that.
what
I don't
it
know
is.
why, it was just
And-
because of the way those lots and the big concern, I think, what I can remember going back then is not that Toby's house sat out farther than the next one, or that there was some alignment, that there was not, to keep in that.
Quite
Right.
a ways from, but there's no other houses on that street.
Right, I don't foresee, like you said, whatever way they build over there,
It's gonna look fine.
it's gonna look.
it's just a matter of, Mary said it was in
You know,
written in there, and
we
I'm like,
should look
I don't
at
have
what
a
was
log.
wrote down, but again, back then I said, how can you force a lot, which would be 10, 12 years down the road if somebody builds there, well, now it's here,
Well,
to
when did
determine
you
and
build
tell
it?
them which way they have to
Yeah.
face their
Right.
house.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, me and Mike
No.
already dug through years of minutes, so Mary, tell her she can come up down here. Mary?
Yeah. So what year did you guys build?
99.
99.
I wrote that
So
down.
I mean, it's easy to go down into the archives and find the box that
Well,
says
yeah.
1999.
The thing of it is, what was decided then is probably irrelevant if we change our decision.
Right.
You know,
And
I guess it's a matter of, do we go back and try and look at it and understand where we're at and why the decisions were made back then, because maybe it's
Sure.
totally different than what
Yeah.
we ever.
Well, and the
decided.
planning and zoning laws have changed twice, and we have
Yeah.
adopted new ones twice since then.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
so,
is this gonna hold, when
It's
did
not,
Dave
it's
wanna
not,
start?
it's not gonna hold Davey up, he came and met with us, and he said, you know, I'm gonna start, anytime in the next several months.
Oh,
He's not, doesn't wanna move dirt tomorrow or anything, he said,
Oh,
well, I got some stuff I gotta figure out.
We can table it, and if
So,
you guys want.
well,
to-
like I said, we approved the building permit, and I think we can still
approve the
do
permit,
that,
just pending.
and it'll take us less than a week. I'll call Mary and say, well, guess what you're gonna do, look through 1999's building permits. But
Yeah.
well, and it would
was-
be, it should be easy to pin down, because I know
Yeah.
you guys had to apply for a variance,
Yep.
so. We
And
have to
that-
go to that variance meeting minutes is all, that's
Yeah.
gonna
Should be
dictate
in
it.
that year's bond.
And that's
If it
where,
holds any water.
and that's where she just said, you know,
Should that be
why
a-
wouldn't
she
we
could
look
probably
that
look
back up
online.
and make?
Yeah, no, it's probably a good idea.
You wanna table that?
Yeah, we probably should have, Dave,
Alright.
a big hurry.
Well, I'd make, yeah, I guess, I'd make a motion to approve the building permits.
Meeting minutes are online.
We're gonna, for Terra, that's gonna be denied.
Well,
To have to go
We
through
don't even have to act on it, that's.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's one that David can just handle on his own. Basically, the only thing that the council approves would be things that have to go through planning and zoning.
Okay, okay.
So,
good to go.
Okay.
You gonna make a motion there, Matt?
Oh.
Yeah, we got the,
We gotta make a motion for the permits already.
yep, the Glen Martin detached and the two patio homes.
Yep. Yeah, I'd make a motion to approve Glenn Martin's, permit, Lincoln Builders permit, and then we will table, Mary Corp's building permit.
Dave
Dave
Fisher.
Dave Fisher, I'm sorry.
I'll second that motion.
Motion on the floor by Matt, second by Mike. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously. We have, our department reports. Bobble. Scott, take the microphone on the table.
Yeah, I agree.
That-
Yeah, two or three,
don't bring
yeah,
it
one
up.
on the end, one in the middle, and one on the side of it, I
I
think.
don't know, I'll figure that out tonight.
I met with the Public Works Committee today and we discussed two projects. We're looking at doing chip sealing and continuing with our chip seal program. And we're looking at 4th Avenue South, Oak Street, and Capsner Street. And I had two bids. The low bid was Aztec out of St. Joe, $19,455. And again, these roads are in good to fair condition. As they age, the sun dries out the oil, and basically what they're doing is spraying down new oil, and the rock basically acts as a ripping agent so that when it gets hot, the oil doesn't get slick. It just prolongs life of the roads we've done 10 years ago, actually. I mean, there's still oil and rock on them, so it just seals
Instruct
from
people not to drive through them.
What's that?
Don't drive through. Don't drive through.
When they're
No,
doing
but-
that, Bob's not filled in on that road.
It's a long story, Bob. So that's Aztec?
Yes.
Okay.
They've done it the last 3 years, they've worked on it. So, if we need a motion.
Yes, probably should.
Yeah, I'd make a motion to approve Aztec for chip sealing in the amount of $19,455.
Motion on the floor by
I'll
Matt,
second that.
second by Donnie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously.
The last 3 years, we've had commercial asphalt repair, they do patchwork, and they do, what you call it, but they've got chip seal and oil mixing right at the nozzle. Injection patching is what they call it. And they actually inject it into the crack, into the pothole, and they smooth it all with a lute. It just works real well on areas that are, where the crack dip is going all the way across the road, instead of filling it with cold patch, and you just
Yep.
can't get it level.
Down in there and
Yep.
smooth them.
So I'd like them to do 1 day of patching again, and it's basically 5 yards of material is what they put down, $3,060.
Where is it?
I'd be looking at Cassie Street Alley, and then First Avenue Southwest, and then Centennial Drive if they they just
If
go
we have enough
down.
material left, we'll go up that way.
But it's real effective as far as the patches.
Started bringing pretty good.
Sure.
What was that in the company about? I'm sorry.
Commercial asphalt repair.
I'd make a motion to approve commercial asphalt repair at the amount of $3,060.
I'll second
On the
that.
floor by Matt, second by Donnie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried unanimously.
Talked about a sidewalk that's in need of repair, 105 First Avenue Southwest. From Legion Park, it'd be just to the north. There's an area of sidewalk that's just one residence, and there's 3 ash trees there, and the roots are lifting the sidewalk panels up, so rather than repair those, the sidewalk has no starter pin there. It's just one single
Yeah.
residence. So I had a price from Sarah for $550 just to remove it.
We did talk to the homeowner too.
Keep them up to date on what's going
They're
on.
fine with it.
Okay, you did talk with
We'll
them,
put
right?
placard in there and Bob will see it.
Okay. No, that's a good idea.
You have a motion for that?
Not really, it's just more of a FYI.
Sure.
And then I had some applications, 2 applications for the part-time helper. And I did an interview today with Fred Underhill, and it seemed like he'd be a good fit for the job.
Yeah, Ricky probably
He's
would
very
be.
meticulous, I mean. he-
Oh,
he
yeah,
wants
I think
everything
that'd be right
done.
up Freddie's alley, yeah.
So I'd like to hire him, and we put in the ad $8 an hour, but I think $9 an hour would be, I think would be fine to pay him that for his experience. And
Oh, yeah.
I think we do a great job. It's 2 days a week in the summer. I
My
guess we'll see how it
suggestion was
goes.
to keep him on. You know, every year we go through this and not, you know, we hire a junior or senior kid. We get them for 2-3 years. First of all, Bob can't have them run some of this stuff because they gotta be 18 years old. The reason I think keep him on, and Freddie says, I can't make a lot of money though, you know, he doesn't wanna screw up his retirement. But I said, you know, you look at Bob, this winter had a tough winter, plowing snow. There's no reason why our guys shouldn't be able to go 2-3 days if they wanna take a vacation to go fishing. Freddie's got a CDL, he's done everything.
Okay.
I mean, not that we may use them a lot in the winter, but why not just keep them on and.
Available.
Available.
That's the most
I mean,
important thing, yeah.
Oh, I think
Is there
you're
a
right,
cost to
because that
keep
was,
somebody on payroll and not getting the hours? There is,
No, no, he's just part-time, there's no,
Good. You're
Yeah.
confident then?
Yeah, I think you do a great job.
Good.
Yeah, I think if we got into the, you know, the equipment operating and stuff, we may have to pay more than that, but, you know, if it's gonna be
well, we'll see how
20
it
hours a
goes.
week or something like that,
You know.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I'd make a motion to approve to hire Fred Underhill. Do we have to make a motion for that? At $9 an hour, part-time.
motion on the floor by Matt,
I'll second that.
second by Donnie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. Motion carries unanimously.
That's all I had.
Good, thank you, Bobby.
Good job.
Get any, R&R now that,
Yeah.
good, good. Make sure you get plenty of, relaxation coming up here, yeah. I don't believe we have any other department reports. I think Daniel had some stuff going on, busy this evening.
Do we have a park board meeting scheduled? I mean,
It should be coming up the first Monday,
in June, so
Yeah.
the second,
Second.
which I will not be at because
it's next week, right, next Monday.
That doesn't mean nothing.
I should-
Take her out after, for Christ's sakes.
Lynn, what do you think about that?
we should be able to make Center Valley before
We
it's dark.
should.
She's not saying nothing, is she?
Just skip the dinner and go right to.
just wait till she gets home.
Yeah. Darn
Wait
it.
till I get home.
There you go.
Anybody else have anything? Thank you all very much.
How about the motion to adjourn?
We'll be looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second, first by Mike and second by Donnie. All those in favor, please signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Carries unanimously.
Can somebody tell me what Mervin's last name is?
Ron, he already
It's right on the
went.
owner.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
guys-
then you guys start signing.
Yeah, we gotta figure out stuff too.
Have fun signing there, boys.
There's no snow cover underneath that new grass.
And so
spots, but then the others are not.
As long as your pen doesn't run out.
That's right, as long as I know.
Got to leave my stack after Matt gets done there.
So Donnie, you're gonna let Bobby, you gotta find out what,
Oh.
you know.
I'll call Bobby or you.
Don, you got a second? Hey, Dale.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Did you just get home from that race?
Yeah.
Might
Totally,
not be able to go.
totally forgot about it. Tomorrow.
Work all night and get caught.
Yeah. Supposed to be getting it every, couple times a week. Doug or not?
Oh, me? No, wait, I don't project no more.
Have you gone to training? Say for-
Election training? Not yet, not yet. No, it's coming up. I called the county.
Okay, so let's see, I thought, actually I talked to Joyce about that, she said that you had to come over for training. And then you'll find out what the drop dead date is that I have to do, if I choose to.
Yeah, I looked into that, I think, I can't remember if it was like not more than 72, but not later than 84 days, something like that.
I don't think it was for my position.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
I'll call the lead.
Okay, all right, but that, the numbers doesn't mean anything to me, give me a date. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, exactly.
It's like, election is November something.
Otherwise, I'll just plan on picking you up at like 6:15 then.
These.
What's that? I'll pick you up at 6:15.
See you, Linda.
Yeah, I'll be out front, having a morning smoke, waiting for you.
Alright. Is everything going here?
Yeah.
Is it busy?
Is that what I get
Oh,
out?
it's
You must miss living near Rick.
Yeah, but otherwise.
That's why.
Walking over to each other's house.
Then when you said that about beers, I thought they feel a lot more.
Uh,
No, I'm oriented, so it's fine.
I did figure that shit out, so that's kind of, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, they're having a